Are we live? Are we live? It says you're live. Are we live? You have to tell me. You have to tell me when we're live because sometimes I don't know. There's no big red light. That's on the list of feature requests that I've got out to management. And due to the whole coronavirus thing, management has been super slow to respond to my requests. All I want, just a big red light. My demands from yesterday, I just want a producer that's like 5'4" and then do the little 3, 2. Is anybody out there? Could we stream somebody in to do the countdown? I'm not asking for much. I'm working on getting this thing removed because then you could actually see my face, which arguably is the worst part of this whole setup, but that's fine. This, not my face. Okay, welcome everyone. We've got a wonderful show scheduled for you tonight. What is today? Thursday? Has anybody else lost track of days? I've completely forgotten what a weekday versus a weekend is like. I don't know. There's nobody outside telling me. This is just, it's weird. Are we counting this as day 4 of quarantine also? Or is this day 5? Or what is our 0 day? Life is hard enough without all these difficult questions. Okay, we do have a great show. I did say that. I promised that. And we have some good options for you. Okay, so first, cocktails. Can I make you a cocktail? The answer is yes. Okay, we've got a Vesper coming up for you today. This was made popular by Ian Fleming, who's the author of James Bond, those books. They were actually books before they were movies. And maybe after their movies, they might be, I don't know what they would be afterwards, but they were books at one point. And Ian Fleming made it popular. James Bond used to drink Vespers. So that's what we're gonna make for you today. On this episode of Quarantine Cooking. This would again be a great time to cut to like an intro like quarantine cooking, but that's fine, we don't have that. It's pretty low budget. It's pretty far down on my list of demands to management. Okay. This is a weird drink, I think. It's good and bad. What's with my Miami Vice shirt? I did a giant pop collar. I need more chest hair for Miami Vice. But good question though. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I know, right, Becca? I lost in the days. Me too. It's hard. Okay, so this is a weird drink because it combines 2 different base spirits, which I'm fundamentally against most of the time, except when they're brought together in sweet, sweet harmony by a little French maiden named Lillet. Okay, so this is gin and vodka. Normally, these guys don't get along, in my opinion, and it's usually one or the other, but today we're gonna be mixing them both, okay? Oh, also, I think this makes the drink. We're gonna fix that in post. We have another one, handy, just in case we have issues like that. Because we practice around here, we're prepared. This is gonna be a rough show. You can tell already. All right, first things first, let's get some ice. Did I really just say we prepared? Yeah. Is it Friday yet? It's Thursday. We have a few more days left. Oh, man. It's going to be great. Okay. My biggest fear is that I'll like turn around and start cleaning something or organizing something and completely forget that you're here sitting with me and joining me. And I feel so lucky to have all 15 of you here. This is really great. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of crowd the plate here a little bit and get some of this stuff up. I want you to see what we're doing because I think this is important. Every time I make a stirred or shaken cocktail up like this, actually anytime I'm making cocktails, I think it's important to chill the glass because then it makes the drink cooler or it helps it stay cooler longer so that when your guest is drinking it, it doesn't just warm up and then get nasty. That way they can drink it at their leisure and they don't have to rush and shoot it like I would. Okay. And we fill these up with water too, so that, hold on. This just helps the ice kind of float around. Then we have a lot more liquid volume in there chilling down the glass as opposed to just a few pieces of ice touching the glass in a few spots. Okay, so let's get making Vespers. There's a bunch of different ways to make this one, make this drink. Most of them are wrong. The one right way is, I like using ratios. So it's going to be 3, I don't know if you can see the gin. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna be doing 3 gin, 2 lillet, 1 vodka. That's it. For these 2 drinks, I'm just gonna mix them together since we're doing the same drink. And let's do, here's 1. And away we go. Boop. And 2. And normally I put that in the fridge, but I was already going up there, so we're not going to change this late in the game. All right, 1 and 3. Perfect. Like everything I do. Okay, I know there's a huge controversy out there in the cocktail world about conflicting advice about when to shake, when to stir. This one, I shake, and I shake it hard, and I shake it fast. I just shake it off. But I don't think it yields like a too cloudy of a drink. I don't have a problem with that. If it's like a Negroni or a Manhattan, those end up foamy a lot of the time, so I don't shake those. I stir them. They're perfect, but this one I shake. I actually like a decent amount of dilution in this drink because we've got 2 really strong base spirits, and we need to dilute them down just a little tiny bit. So, oh, we got a good question. Thomas is asking where are we getting groceries if we're in quarantine. So I'm lucky enough to have 2 solid options at my disposal. One is right across the street. I've got a grocery store that is decently stocked. They're doing their best. They're keeping up with things. Depending on the time of day, they're getting shipments all the time. And then my other option is a delivery service, and they come. I used to be able to order like the night before, like the day before, and have it come the next morning between 6 and 8 a.m. But now I have to order like a week out. So I've got like a few delivery spots reserved out about a week and a half. So you could probably say I'm hoarding delivery spots. Sorry about that. But I'm doing this for you. Okay, so I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit while I shake this so that I don't blow out your speakers. So just hold on for 1 second while I shake this drink, okay? Don't go anywhere. Who knows if this? I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah. Almost there. I want to make sure it's good diluted. Okay. How's that? Hopefully that's better. I'll turn the volume just a little bit down. Yes, I did. I turned, Andrew TW, I turned down the volume a little bit just so it didn't get too loud. Yes, Ryle, I do know what I'm doing. It's okay if you don't know the first thing about, this is better, right? Yeah. I hope that was, yeah, okay, I think it lined up. I don't know, hopefully I didn't blow anybody's speakers or headphones or ears. I know. Okay. Oh, I turned it off, not down. I attenuated it too much. Sorry about that. It's better now. Okay, it's better now, good. Save that lemon. I've got the backup here too, just in case. You know what, we're gonna use the original? No, it's been on the floor. Just a nice lemon zest here coming right up.
I'm just here for the cocktail.
You're just here for the cocktail. I thought that my wife/director was like about to tell me something because she kind of had this look in her eye like, but it was really more of a, let's hurry it up. Let's get the cocktail going. There we go. Lemon gang. Perfect. Okay. Back in the fridge. I'm gonna wash you down later, and let's get to pouring. Now, another option here, if you wanted to be, depending on who your guests are and their pickiness level, one way or the other, you could double strain this with another little strainer to get those ice chunks out. My wife happens to love those, and actually I don't mind them, so I don't double strain it. Here you go, lover. Would you like the...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Corona.
Perfect. All right, cheers, guys. Happy Corona. This is going to sanitize me on the inside. This is how you make homemade internal sanitizer. Okay, we're done with this. Let's get to dinner. So for dinner today, we're doing fettuccine Alfredo, and by fettuccine, I mean pappardelle, because I couldn't find fettuccine, but I did have the ingredients for an Alfredo, and that's what we're doing. We're also going to make this a little bit of a spring twist, and we're going to add Alfredo to it. Imagine that. We're going to have fettuccine Alfredo with Alfredo just because it's spring. No, but we're doing fettuccine Alfredo with asparagus, but not the whole asparagus, just the tip. So let's get to prepping. This hurts me to do this, but I think it's a good idea. Imagine the watch strap. Yes, Andrew, good question. If your watch strap and your Le Creuset Dutch oven do not match, sorry, you can't actually cook this recipe. You could, it just wouldn't turn out nearly the same. Yeah, that's true. So, we're just using the tip of these bad boys. Hold your breath, everyone. That hurt a little bit. But we're not going to throw this away, especially not in these times. We're going to be using this for a future recipe either tomorrow or on Monday, because these guys stay fresh for a while. Ask me how I know. My thoughts are, and I'll take your suggestions on this, or I'll take your votes. I've done a pureed asparagus risotto before to make it kind of green, which would have been good for St. Patty's Day. We could also kind of chop it up and do like little chunks with a pasta dish. We could, and I think this is where we're going, do asparagus coins. So basically we just run this down a mandolin and we end up with like little tiny coins of asparagus. And I think I just sold myself on doing that for the next dish use of asparagus. So this could be tomorrow, it could be Monday. Stay tuned, you're gonna have to find out. Cut to commercial. And we're back, okay. Perfect. We got the tips ready to go. We're gonna just set these aside. These will come in handy later. We're just getting our mise en place. Don't need this. Set that aside. Oh, the next big thing we need to do is grate the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. We're gonna be doing a slightly different Alfredo today. It's going to be more of an Italian style, which means no heavy cream. So the funny thing is, well, I think it's funny. And by the way, if you're telling a story, never start by saying the funny thing is, or I've got a funny story for you. This is a bad habit that I've picked up, and it almost always guarantees that the story's not gonna be funny. But when I was a kid, I used to love fettuccine Alfredo, which probably explains why as a kid, I was shaped like a stovepipe. Just kind of straight up and down, no shapes other than just boop, big and round. But I owned it and I loved it because I love fettuccine Alfredo. So we're gonna be doing the same thing, but more of an Italian style, no heavy cream. We could at the end add a little bit and it would be just fine. You might like it. What am I missing? Am I missing something here? Unwashed gang. Yeah, okay. We're done with this. I'm gonna just rinse this off, put it away, because I like to keep everything clean, and after having half a Vesper, I know I'll end up stabbing myself at some point. Perfect. Hold on. And we're back. Okay. Next thing is let's grate this Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. If you aren't grating your cheese on parchment paper, I don't know why you're even grating cheese. I don't know why you'd even live. This makes it so much easier. Because then you can like just dump it straight in the bowl. Oh, I love it. This is a rasper. Shing! It is, it's just a little microplane. Super good grater, perfect for hard cheeses. Zests if you wanted to like zest a lemon with like little bits of it as opposed to an entire, strip. Oh, yeah, let me know if there's an issue here. Hopefully there's not an audio lagging issue or something like that. My dog is streaming Airbud 2, but we'll see what the issue is. Let me know if there is an issue.
It just keeps like hiccuping a little, like where it almost like cuts out just for a split second, but it's been doing it kind of a lot. So
It's been doing it a lot. Okay, good to know.
We'll see what they say. We'll
Yeah.
see what the people say.
We'll see what the people say. Okay, all good. So somebody has it all good. That's fine. All right, as long as a few people are getting it fine, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to keep grading here. You let me know what it sounds like. Does it sound like my normal choice of shirt? You know what? I have a limited number of pink shirts. So this one's a little peachy. It kind of starts to blend in with my skin tone a little bit. I love it. It's comfortable. It's Pima cotton. So we had an upgrade here in the pink shirt gang. Oh, good. We're all good over in Romania for the Americans out there. Actually, I don't know how Romanians... Real, how do you say Romania in Romania? Okay. Oh, we dropped some. The dog will get that little piece later. This may look like a lot of Parmesan cheese, and it is. But that's the point. We want this to be one of the primary flavors in here. We're going to end up using a lot of the pasta water as well to help kind of thicken or like to help stretch this out, and it'll make more of a sauce this way too. It'll be so much better. And our secret weapon, lots of butter. But keep in mind, this is like enough for 4 people / 2 in a quarantine. No good on this end. Okay. Got a diacritic. Oh, a diacritic in the... Okay, all right, well. I have to look up or remind myself what a diacritic is. I know that's like a... Is it coronavirus turning our internet down? I know Netflix started to do that over in Europe or something. They were starting to break the internet, but... Andrew, TW, great question. Yeah, you could probably sub Pecorino Romano. You know what? It would be closer to a cacio e pepe that way, but so what? That's perfectly fine. It's basically just a cacio e pepe with butter at that point, and that would be awesome. Yeah, in these difficult times we're all faced with, it's like, is it going to be Parmigiano Reggiano or is it going to be Pecorino Romano? Who knows? I think it's perfectly fine to substitute. The one thing I've noticed with Pecorino Romano is, and this may be common sense to a lot of people, but add it into the pasta a little bit at a time. I think so I have an issue where I just get lazy and dump it all in at once, and then it forms like this giant gluey mass and like sticks to the bowls and everything, and it doesn't quite like dissolve into the pasta water, and it's a nightmare to deal with. I have to let my dog lick the bowl to clean it out. It's just terrible. But I think if you add a little bit at a time and help maybe get it more of an emulsion, I think that would be better. So yeah, Pecorino Romano, perfect. Okay, done. Let's put this in the bowl. All right, well, I'm gonna try to do this forwards so that you can see it too. Yes, I know, right? That was, the Morels was much, I can't do 2 things at once. I was gonna say like super waterier, doesn't make sense. More watery? No, Oh, am I gonna spill any? Come on, Anthony. Crushed it. Okay. Cheese, done. Butter, done. I think we're done with this for the time being. Set that to clean later. Okay, now, we've got a giant bowl of water here coming to a boil. You don't need to do a huge pot. Can you see this okay? Let's see here. You can't really, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. You don't need a huge pot of water for pasta in general. I've changed my tune over the years. I used to do like a giant pasta pot, but then I never used that pot for anything else. So when I moved to a Manhattan apartment, I had to downsize, and it doesn't make a difference. I think even after reading like the food science cookbook, whatever that guy's name is, Kenji Alt Lopez, whatever 12 names put together there, he's like, yeah, just do like a liter of water or 2 liters of water. It's fine. I've actually tested that and it tastes great to me. I haven't noticed any difference in the pasta. Perfect. Bowl gang, rise up. Okay. So really all we're doing now is we're gonna boil the pasta just shy of al dente. This pasta usually takes about 4 minutes for that. We'll mix it together in a pan with some of the pasta water, some butter, and some cheese. Coming up next on Quarantine Cooking, cut to commercial, and we're back. Okay, so let's get this water salted. I always test the water. I always put a toe in before jumping in, but I always taste it before we use it, because if it's too salty, now's my only chance to fix it. But if it's not salty enough, I'd also like to know that so I can adjust, because I want that pasta to have enough salt in it to kind of, so it's seasoned, the cheese is relatively salty, so that's seasoned. I just want to make sure the whole dish is well seasoned. Okay. That's hot. It needs just a little pinch. Good. We also don't want to oversalt this because we're going to be using a lot of this in the final dish. So we don't want it too salty. If it was just the pasta and we weren't using as much pasta water, it'd be okay, but I don't want to risk it. Perfect. All right, here's my fettuccine. Thanks, Corona. So what's the latest outlook? Is this gonna be like I saw on the news, it's like we should be prepared for up to 18 months of this stuff? That should be fun. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
Rial, you're right. I didn't taste it after I put that last little bit in there, so I will trust that my guardian angel was looking out for me. Good call. Thomas, good question. Are all the Epicurious folks in one place? We are, well, as far as I know, like at least the ones that I'm familiar with, like the 4 levels, Epicurious Peeps, and I know another one of them. So yeah, they are New York based, or New York in the Northeast. I think Rose might be Philly, yeah. But they are all at least up here, but they all come to New York to do the shoot. I don't know about all the 50 levels people. I know, I'm pretty sure they do the shoot here, but then I don't know, where they're based, so. Oh no, sorry if I set Alexa in everybody's living room or kitchen. Alexa, stop. Good. Just in case, I'm gonna set my own timer, 2-minute timer. In case I told her to stop, I don't even know. I won't, actually I might do that again, that's kind of fun. Like, play Green Day, and then everybody's radios just pop up, that'd be great. So yeah, we're doing, this is it. There's not much left to this. We've got a couple minutes left. I'm gonna give it a good stir. We're back to a rolling boil. rolling-ish. It's fine. Air horn noises, you are late again. Come on, dude. It's fine. You can watch the replay. You'll catch up. We haven't done much. I made Vespers for everyone, and I talked about whether you could use Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano for this fettuccine Alfredo dish. And what else? I think that's about it. We haven't really covered a whole lot. Oh, we talked about my shirt. It's a new shirt. It was a gift to me from Mrs. Pink Shirt. I happen to like it. I hope you do too. But no, okay, so carbonara will be coming up soon, I think. Actually, yeah, we'll make sure we do that soon. I'm gonna probably wait a few episodes for carbonara just so we're not doing too many actually I have no problem with this, but just in case people do, give it variety. It's not pasta, 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 which is my normal dinner routine. Alexa, stop. Good. All right, let's test one of these bad boys. I actually don't think, I think I usually do the 3-minute, 4-minute for like the fettuccine or the linguine, but these pappardelle, let's see how they turn out. Well, how do I stop? There we go. Okay, stop that one too. Great, now I gotta do this all over again. Oh yeah, Thomas, great idea. I think I will. I don't want to burn my face like I did last time. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfectly seasoned too? Okay, hold on. No pasta left behind. This is perfectly al dente. It's still, even though it's fresh, it's still got a little bit of a rawness to it, a little bit of a bite. That's okay. Oh, there is a big chunk in here. I did not stir these around quite as vigorously as I should have. That's okay. We'll stir it around. We'll make sure it's good to go. Okay. I'm trying to transfer as much as I can at once without making a mess, but don't always work that way. Good. I think there's a few left behind. A couple of stragglers there. Took care of it. Okay, done. Heat off. I'm gonna keep the heat on low on this guy just while I mix it. I wanna make sure that this doesn't get cold by the time I put it into the bowl and everything else. Okay, air horn. It's the color of the camera, the light I put on there. That's, yeah, it's your eyes, actually. It's totally pink, don't worry, trust me. Fake news that it's salmon. It's not salmon. You're salmon. Couple ladles in there. Let's get this good and mixed. Let's do a little bit of cheese too. We're gonna end up using most of this. Can everybody see that okay, kind of? I used a pan with like lower walls just for you so you could see a little bit easier. It's gonna be more of a mess for me, but I'm nothing if not a man of the people, you know? I wanna make sure you guys are happy, that you can see what we're doing here. Got him, bam! Yeah, okay, so this is kind of an Italian style Alfredo. It's less American, meaning it doesn't have a whole bunch of heavy cream in it. Nothing wrong with that. It's just pretty heavy, pretty rich. This is also going to be decently heavy and decently rich, but you know, that's okay. And it'll be in a different way. I hear you, Ricardo. What is a pasta al burro? That's a term I don't know. Is that like a racial slur or something? What did I just say? I'm sorry if I offended somebody. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's just dump all the rest in. I think we're good to go. Now, here's the deal. At this point, you could even add a little bit of cream if you wanted to, just to kind of finish it off and make it a little bit more familiar. And actually, honestly, that would probably be pretty good. I don't put pepper in everything. Usually if something says, oh, salt and pepper, I think that that's not accurate. I usually just do salt, but sometimes pepper is great. With Parmesan, pepper is perfect, in my opinion. Okay, I think I'm getting this Alfredo sauce all over my computer, so that is awesome. I have to get one of those wet wipes and clean it all off. Okay, that is looking pretty good. So I don't know, let's make sure you can see this okay. Okay, so can you see, we'll put it in a bowl, maybe that'll be easier. But we got a decent sauce going on here. I think this is actually gonna be pretty good. And as it cools just a little bit, it'll thicken up just enough where it won't be too sloppy. It won't be too watery, like a certain restaurant that shan't be named in New York, Weller, right, Andrew? Okay. Good. Okay, done. Oh, you know what? Let's do one last thing. I wonder if these, so I want to heat these up just a little tiny bit. These are the asparagus tips that we lopped off earlier. I'm just going to do a very quick blanch of these just to warm them up, season them a little bit. They're probably okay to eat as is, but like a little tiny bit of a blanch might take some of that vegetal crisp off of them and season them up, more importantly. So I'm just gonna use my spider since it's already here. We'll drop them in, take a couple of sips of our Vesper. They don't need much, 30 seconds maybe. We might have to test one. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go a little farther. Nick Toma, dude, it is already delicious. I'm pretty sure. I actually haven't tasted it, but I think it'll be great. We also could have done this at the beginning as well, and then shocked him in ice to kind of stop the cooking, and then let him sit in a warm spot. But this is a little bit lazier. It doesn't look quite as sexy, but I think it's kind of fun. Oh. So I'm gonna do it another couple, maybe 20 seconds. The other thing is, when you do these quick blanches, the green starts to pop. I don't know if you can totally, yeah, okay. I don't know if you can totally see the green yet. It looks a little dead, but it's really good, I swear. But usually like a little bit of a blanch brings out that chlorophyll green color perfectly. It takes off, yeah, I'll just shut up now. See, can you kind of see that? What if I did this? That's really hot on my hands. But yeah, see, aren't they, they're looking like nice green, they look like fresh, vibrant. That's exactly what we want. Okay, let's plate this bad boy. Let's get you guys out. Oh my God, this pasta cooled down just a tiny bit. It absorbed some of that pasta water and it is now just like slimy in a good way. Okay, I'm gonna set this. Don't fall over. If you fall over, we're all getting Corona. Almost there. You see, this is it. This is comfort food. You know, this is quarantine comfort food. That's what I'm going for here. It brings a tear to my eye. If I weren't all stuffed up with that Rona. It's a nice social distance. There we go. Cool. Oh my God, look at it. It's so perfect in there. Okay. We'll do this. This is not one serving, by the way, in case anybody was worried. I just wanted to get a big bowl of pasta, share it with you. Does it focus in the middle there if I do that? It's really testing. Oh yeah, there we go. It's really testing the strength of my biceps here. The little bitties, as my wife calls them. That's okay. I don't talk about her bitties. Okay. All good. I think we're there. Yeah, I think we are there. This is really cool. That's it. We have fettuccine Alfredo, Pappardelle Alfredo. Just a couple of ingredients. We got butter, cheese, pasta, some pasta water, and asparagus tips to make it a little bit, we'll call it healthy. Right? Not bad. Good time. If you had a good time, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that Ravik usually reminds me to do. And we'll do another one of these tomorrow. I'm kind of contemplating like a steak night if I can find a good cut of beef here, depending on availability. We'll see. It might be a roast. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want. Safrika, I think, asked for like a beans recipe because people have beans in their pantry. I'm working on it. I'll come up with one and I'll share it with you. But yeah, hope you guys had a wonderful time. I'm going to go enjoy this with my wife and probably make one more of these delicious cocktails. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Happy quarantine. Take care. All right. What? Better be 20 servings, else we riot. Yeah. It's more than 2 servings. Who's that? Oh, that's Rael. Yeah, it's more than 2 servings. Maybe 2.5. It'll be. Yeah. We'll make sure that enough people get fed with this. Oh, people like knocking on my door. Okay. That's enough for me. Go out, have fun, stay healthy, don't catch the Rona, and yeah, we'll see you again here tomorrow. Okay, take care again. Bye. End. Did that work? Done. No? Okay. I'm still working on voice control. It hasn't worked. Okay.